The atmosphere of Baddies is demonic. Everybody that don't want to fight is fighting. If you're not fighting, you're not getting your check. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to work for Zeus Network ever again. I'm disappointed for real in myself for falling for it, or thinking I had enough self-control or something that like divine in me that I can make it about God. And then the more I make it about God, the more it's like it's like set up to be against my walk in my faith. I don't like it. I don't.
Hello everyone. Everyone, including their aunt, were shocked last week when Chrisean Rock abruptly left the set of the television series Baddies, which has been filming around the United States for weeks. Lemu Plummer, the founder of Zeus Network, and his executive producer Natalie Nunn, a key cast member, are described as demonstrous and downright nasty. This might be the reality, or it might just be acting messy once more. Now let's get started.
I'm looking dead in my sister's eyes. We don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. It's like the demonic around us. The program, how it's supposed to go, is forcing us to do whatever, say whatever out of our mouth. We don't eat on time. They starve us, make sure we're hungry, angry. They don't give a fuck about this country. Y'all can sue me. Y'all can delete my Instagram. I don't care. I don't care. I'm getting on my fucking flight. I'm dipping, bro. Oh, God, bro.
The entire incident began when Chrisean Rock went live for roughly half an hour, crying and discussing how hard it has been to film villains. She claimed that the concert was chaotic and that the organizers purposefully created a toxic atmosphere so that the women could constantly pick fights and establish feuds. According to what she said, they purposefully deprive them and foster a poisonous environment that is supposedly mocked by drugs so that the women can attack one another at the first sign of trouble. For TV clicks only, but we've been seeing glimpses of the drama before this got out of hand. Let's go back a few weeks to when Chrisean Rock said in a live stream that she fled the set of the show and independently reserved a hotel room to avoid her sister, Tasheki, and other cast members. Although the show hasn't aired yet, it was assumed that it was straining Tasheki's already shaky relationship, or at the very least, that it was making them be friendly on set. And because she is continuously reminded that Tasheki allegedly molested her when they were children and never really apologized or accepted responsibility for it, Chrisean Rock apparently reached a breaking point. She fled the scene and made reservations for a hotel room because she could not handle the staged grins for the cameras, or, more simply put, she couldn't stand it. She revealed all about that when she went live.
Cool. We get older. I think I buried that trauma so bad that I forgot she made me here. But I forgot that happened to me. Because when I go to the therapy session and they ask if I was ever molested, do that count? Like, and then Baddies, this film production is kind of exploiting something like it's making me having to stand on my truth.
Chrisean Rock continued to spill tea live after booking the room, claiming that Tasheki was attempting to assault her and that she pulled up with their older sister Tareem, who, according to Chrisean Rock, arrived brandishing a gun.
So then boom, she been wanting to not, she pulled up with my other sister Tareem. Tareem wanted this, look, this is Tareem, this is the floor. You got the floor, Tareem. You seized your moment. Tareem pulled up with a gun. Okay. So you had to pull up with a gun for Marsh? You had to pull up with a gun for Marsh? No. I really want to kill me.
According to the street side tape of the altercation between Chrisean Rock and Tasheki, which we witnessed, Tasheki seemed extremely upset and overstimulated, and she even threatened to call the block on. This suggests that all of this may be real.
Alright, get in here.
You telling bitches that shit black? What happened, sister? What happened? Yo, you know it's my city? Everybody can go home. Oh, y'all are this shit. Are you not telling? Sir, like I said, where the fuck is the money on this shit? None of my bitches getting on the funeral. None of my bitches, really, if y'all niggas don't want to die today, none of my bitches getting on the funeral. Fuck it. This shit ready to run. Hope you niggas can this shit ready to run. Put the bitches' mics on. Y'all not set like
In addition, she threatened to take Junior away from Chrisean Rock, claiming that he was now her son. Tyne was also there at the scene, allegedly handling the revolver. Watch this, everyone.
Hey, Junior! Take your Junior, sister! Take your Junior! He's my son now! He's my son now! You know I got the low? You know I got the low? I'm the Alpha D Omega. You know you can't call her nothing. How did you get crushed? They ready to crush. And guess who's gonna watch that?
When all of that was finished, Chrisean Rock stepped off the set for a short while. The show must then continue. Eventually, she had to return to the set. In light of this recent development, she says she simply couldn't bear to return to that setting because it was mocked with bitterness and rage. She had to formally leave the show as a result. Chrisean Rock said that the Zeus network orchestrated the altercation with the Shaky, in which she was clearly enraged and supposedly in possession of the pistol. Chrisean Rock claims that Zeus gave Tash Shaky a little more cash to start a fight with her, and my girl allegedly went too far and showed up brandishing a weapon. In a subsequent video, Tash Shaky came out and refuted these allegations, stating that no one had paid her more to engage in combat with Chrisean Rock, and that she was not carrying any such damning material.
No one paid me. Zeus, no one paid me to go against my sister. First and foremost, I'm not going against my sister. Okay? I wasn't trying. Y'all could see, all of my real fans, my real followers here, y'all already know how it go. Like, y'all already knew how it went. Y'all was trying to warn me in the beginning, but I was not listening to y'all because I'm like, you know, that's my sister. But no, enough is enough. Like, no, ain't nobody pay me shit. We all here to do a job, and that's to be a baddie. Ain't nobody got an extra job. Nobody's telling somebody, hey,
Chrisean Rock stated that she departed for that reason, among many others that would probably be disclosed in the weeks before the show's formal premiere. She did, however, add that Zeus's production refused to allow her leave, so they kept her ID card to prevent her from leaving the state. She was being kept hostage in Chrisean Rock's terms, which may or may not be exaggerated.
What you mean? You wish you could give me my idea? Give me my idea. I just need to get on a flight.
I know, but I was told not to give anybody the ID.
Bro, this is Zeus Network. You know how bad you can jeopardize them for taking my IDs so I don't get on a flight. Y'all not my daddy?
You have Lenny number?
So you're not gonna give me my ID?
Unless Lenny says I can give it to you, he's the one that says whether I can give it to you or not.
I want to go. This is demonic.
Alright, let's call Ashley.
I'd be wrong if I cracked you in your mouth. I'd be wrong if I called the police and said you robbed me for my ID and put your life at jeopardy.
You're right.
What are you calling them for, bro? Give me my ID.
Because I work for them, Chrisean.
Lemuel had to stand up and defend his position at this moment. Rashawn's recent behavior has been erratic and concerning, reflecting ongoing instability, personal negligence, and contradictory displays of faith. He said in an official statement that he placed on his page, "She has gotten into numerous verbal and physical fights during production without any prodding, support, or influence from producers, Zeus executives, or me. Neither stage nor direction was used in these events. These are real-time recordings of her actual deeds." Chrisean Rock frequently posts behind-the-scenes information online, jeopardizing the show's credibility and the audience's experience. To be clear, Ms. Rock contacted us and asked for an opportunity, which we kindly gave. Nobody is being taken advantage of for a plot point. The truth is straightforward. Our cameras are accurately recording Chrisean Rock and Techie's long-standing family problems. It makes sense if Chrisean Rock is uncomfortable with her sister's responses. Let's also be worried. However, this does not excuse demeaning Zeus or its crew. Soon enough, the truth will be out. So be it if she chooses to leave. With or without her, Baddies will still flourish. We pray for God's best, peace, and healing for her and her family. Finally, just to be clear, nobody is hiding her identity. She made the decision to go suddenly while filming was underway and insisted that the crew stop work to fulfill her request. Regretfully, we don't follow her schedule. However, her ID will either be in her hands or will be returned to her as soon as possible. Lemuel is not alone, though, in denying that they stole Chrisean Rock's identification. Biggie, another cast member, also arrived on the scene and verified that Chrisean Rock's ID card was not being withheld, that no one was keeping her hostage, that submitting one's ID on set was regular protocol. And so on. Interview.
The IDs, sometimes they hold it for us. So it's only convenient for them to hold the IDs when we don't want to carry our shit. This is not holding the hostage. They hold our bags, our purses. We have our own PAs that they hire for us to help us hold our purses, our IDs. And sometimes we don't want, like let's say your purse, you don't want it in your picture or in your scene. They'll hold it for us and they'll give it to us when the camera cuts and all of that. So no one was holding anything.
Chrisean Rock claims that all of the Baddies members are complicit in this. It appears that they are also taken aback by that bag, that they would stop at nothing to make it appear as though she is the one who is leaving. She stated that Natalie is fully aware of Lemuel's entire backstage scheme to get the actors too excited for drama. She adds that because Natalie receives payment for her participation and silence, she is okay with the entire situation. It should be noted that Jasmine Renee, a former cast member of Baddies, also accused the show of encouraging violence among women, claiming that she was the true villain for ignoring all of that.
Anybody can fight. Every don't know how to make it look what it's supposed to look like. You feel me?
Ain't a hustler.
Anybody can fight. Every ain't real. You feel me? Every ain't real because just fighting for nothing. It's not an amount of money or no materialistic thing that can make me want to fight somebody for absolutely no reason.
Because.
What? These ain't baddies, bro. But they telling me I'm not a baddie. But I'm really good baddie.
We'll be here to update you as the seconds pass, because this whole situation is getting more and more intense by the minute. Here are the opinions of a few people regarding it in the interim. This person claimed to be dishonest, but I believe she was telling the truth when she indicated that Lemmy used his wealth and influence to control everyone around him. According to Raleigh, DTB, and Natalie, the show is over, but they plan to return. It's also crazy that he would make Janesha the host of villains in order to dump her for Scotty, even if she is his wife and he's destroying his castmates. Zeus Network is in disarray. She ain't lying, another person said. The program has always been about battling. That's hardly surprising, considering the entire network. She and they both profited from her TV failures. She wants everyone around her to adjust as she has changed her lifestyle. The first time she left, she made the proper choice for herself. I was taken aback when she returned. Lastly, how are you going to discuss God before mentioning that you have Bloods and Crips on standby? When she offered to return to Zeus, she was fully aware of what she was getting herself into. It was the devil's playground, she knew. Estimate, Chrisean Rock will play the victim in every circumstance. But we want to know what you guys truly think about this, even though the show is still in production, and she promised to stay until the very end. Do you think that Chrisean Rock is finally right and acting in the best interests of the show by leaving? Or does she simply want to keep all the drama for herself? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Because this following video is equally untidy, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.